Happy Monday on Tuesday.
Happy Monday.
Is it called Monday board meeting? Is that what yeah.
It is Monday.
It is Monday today,
Yeah.
but we put it out on a
Tuesday.
That's not confusing. So, it is Tuesday for you lot, it's Monday for us. Hell of a weekend. Weather's lovely, not. BoardMasters week, so the bedlam is here in Yuki.
Classic UK weather for BoardMasters.
Just proper, isn't it? Everyone comes down on some holiday and this is what you get. Yeah. Good, because I hope you go home and go, oh, we're never going back there again. Not really, I don't. I like people down there. It's good people watching. I just think it's like, did you ever have those interactions where you're just like a mass of blobby, like, you're a being, and I know you're a person, but I don't feel like you're real. Do you not get that?
Like tourists are computer generated, like...
There's definitely a few.
People that were sitting on the beach in the rain yesterday, just like, this is lovely.
Yeah, they're just down the beach in the rain, it's just like, what are you doing? Or they'll walk out into the road, and you're just like sort of patiently waiting, not running them over, and then you like look at them because that's what you would do if someone was in the middle of the road and they're like,
yeah,
and you're like, sorry.
Official car park the other day.
Yeah.
Couldn't even move in the car park.
Oh no.
So you know the road coming into Porth Tower? Like, it starts off high and then it's like a steep left turn, like, and it's literally like you go off that edge basically. It's a blind corner, like it's a really steep hill you're going through. Somebody has been driving up on the left coming out of Porth Tower, and like, as you're just coming over like the crown of that hill into the right, you get this view of Porth Tower Beach. They've stopped the car on the blind corner, basically.
Photos.
Yeah, just got out and they're stood on the fence taking a photo of it. I just like kind of, that's a blind corner, like people are going to be coming through, and like gobsmacked by the behaviour. We almost just went past going, are you for, like, just in silence, like, is this for real? Like, is this actually happening?
It is
like,
insanity. It's just insanity.
Oh man.
Then today you see people with their kids walking out in the middle of the road, and you're like, is that how you're teaching your kid to behave?
That you can't get run over on holiday? It's absolutely It's absolutely cool. You can't get run over on holiday. It's fine. Absolutely fine. So anyway, hello everyone. So we've got Josie Hawke here, up and coming UK surf talent, winner of the last Rip Curl Grom Search, previous Welsh Open champion last year. Why didn't you win it this year? Didn't do it.
Talk about that later.
She let Em Williams have a go.
Yeah, like 8 times Welsh champion.
8-time Welsh champion Em Williams took it out again, but what do you reckon?
With a buzzer beater.
I know, it was such a good heat, wasn't it? I watched it on the beach in Croydon. Em did the run around and got a wave with like 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got Josie here, so we're going to get into some stuff with Josie. Let's run through the board bits. None of us surfed this weekend because it was 1 foot. Josie did, but she's heat training. Probably weren't that interesting. We'll talk about training last week, shall we? I didn't surf.
I did.
I played golf. You surfed.
You crashed out.
Give it in 10 seconds what happened. Did any hawks like come down and like...
no, generally we're surfing the summer, but it's always nice to be in the water.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
It is. I'd had a really intense last week, so just being on my own in shitty surf, with not actually anybody else in the water, it felt like a really nice place to be.
Do you know what isn't always nice?
What?
Which I've realised. It's always nice, isn't it, to go for a surf? Even if you have a shit surf.
No.
Golf. Golf isn't always nice. Golf is only sometimes rarely nice.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, what a lovely day for golf. It's sunny. And I'm like...
Yeah, perfect. Perfect day to ruin with frustration, anger.
Dust.
Like, yeah, literally, it's kind of...
Happy Gilmore style crash outs.
Yeah, like people talking about golf. That's the other thing I can't stand, is like the constant, like, all we do is it's just like narcissistic conversations about our own game.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that putt? It should have gone in, but it just didn't. And we're all doing it. And then at the end, you look back and you go, what is this world? What's like here? So yeah, I play golf.
It's just like a really bad walk, isn't it?
Someone said to me today, he was like, oh, it's just nice being around nature. And I didn't say this, but I thought to myself, it's not actually very natural, is it? There's constant chemicals on to keep everything short and coloured and da-da-da-da. And there's like, as soon as they see a rabbit, they shoot it. It's like, there's nothing.
Moles. It's a mole death zone, mole genocide area.
They are. They're like on site. It's like Saddam Hussein moles. Like,
chemical warfare on any mole.
So anyway, don't play golf. By the way, Travis Matthews, a lifestyle brand that sorted me out, who like surfing and golf.
Golf, absolutely.
I like golf sometimes. But I like your clothes, genuinely.
There we go.
Got their shorts on, very comfy.
I know I should have gone shorts today.
Yeah, got their hats. I always wear their hats. I think their hats are sick. I probably don't represent them as well as they'd like me to on the golf front because I'm mental. You went Devon?
I went to Devon. I had a little surf on Friday here before.
That was pants. Are you going to call that surf? That was bad waves.
Super bad waves.
Yeah, good grind. Hopefully it doesn't get that bad for BoardMasters.
Yeah.
Board's going live. Board's going live.
Yeah, actually we've been getting pretty frothy on our in-stock boards. That lovely Sunset Sea resin tint, that's gone.
Has it?
Yeah.
No way.
The Evening Star's gone. Sorry to see that one leave. But to replace, we have a 8.1 Love Machine FM with a nice good resin tint.
That's my fault. Actually,
I think we'll join share responsibility on that one.
yeah, but I just thought about it. It's not really. I left that on the floor to be fell on by other boards.
Exactly.
Which was annoying. But you guys wouldn't have the opportunity to get an 8.1 FM for cheap had I not let boards fall on it.
Yeah, board fell on it. Like it's got some very light density. It's one of those ones where the repair, because of the shape and size, is actually detracts way more from the board than just leaving it. But now it does have. It's probably a bit more than B grade, so that's going to be going on for an absolute steal.
Yeah, we've got to do it cheap. We can't repair it because it's just indentations.
Yeah.
But it's kind of. We'll put some photos.
There'll be photos there to see.
That's going to be cheap. First come, first serve, isn't it? Let's just get it gone, get it to someone because we were going to demo it for a bit, but we've got quite a lot of the FMs in demo already. So yeah, look out for that one on the site. It's beautiful, other than the dents on the deck, which are probably going to happen anyway when you have a used surfboard.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Get it covered up with wax anyway. We've got a 6.6 Axel Reds Angel Twin, which is the twin pin with the channels. It's a lush board. That's effectively a new board. There's nothing wrong with that. That was shaped by Axel when he was down here. So that'll be going live. We've got a 6.6 Cowgirl, which was the original 69er Evo, basically,
69er
the
Evo,
Carapucas.
He calls them Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde, there you go. That is his kind of good wave all-rounder in a kind of short mid-length style. Really good amount of foam in that, beautiful shape. That'll be going live again, new board. And we've got a 6.2 Form Mod Pro going. Meant to go to one of our wholesalers. Very trusted board shop, basically. Unfortunately, you can't really see it here, but it's there was like a scratch or something on the blank.
I know what it is now.
What is it?
So when you cut, when there's not much tolerance in the width of the blank, you get the crust of the blank.
Ah, you hit the
and
edge.
it's just the flake of that and it, for some reason, when the resin's touched it, it's just giving it that yellow twinge, isn't it? But yeah, it's you as a shaper, you wouldn't thought there was anything wrong. By the time you glass it, it's almost like we've wiped the rail with a scratch on it with a tea stain slightly. It's absolutely nothing. It's a perfect brand new board with a slight cosmetic damage. But we can't put it as stock because it wouldn't be fair to someone buying a brand new board. But equally, someone who knows that's on there isn't going to care and would probably rather have 100 quid off a board, I think.
Yeah, so functionally it's about as perfect as, you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Mod Pro is a really sick board, obviously
Massively popular.
from Luke and Alan. So that, I think everybody should have like a mini mid. It's just like kind of, I'm sure it's just something that's really easy to fall back on and just rips and kind of like, well, you can do it cruisy, you can do it aggressive. It's just a really versatile board with a lovely little release sort of channel at the back there. You can see, but also actually lowers that back fin, so you can kind of like, even if you've got the thruster in it, gives it kind of slightly 2+1 vibes.
You want it that drive on rail, but that looseness in transition. It's fun. It's just a fun, easy board. If you watch Alan surf it in the edits, see how soupy it is for how big it is. I love that. I mean, it's got loads of good reviews as well from the board shop customers. It's just an easy to surf board. That's on there.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah, we've got Josie here because Josie is competing in the BoardMasters Pro Junior, and you've done some training with local coach Simon Hickey as well with Jackson. So it's really good to have you down. And we thought we'd get you in just to talk stuff competitive surfing. We're not competitive surfing. Well, Joan is. But
You should be, Luke.
Well, I don't know about that.
You should enter the Masters in the Welsh.
Oh yeah, if I could get in. It's quite a stacked. It's more serious
Greg
than the
Owen,
Open, isn't
Phil
it?
Sadler, Lloyd Cole.
Lloyd.
Oh, and Bonnie.
Do you know what? Yeah, but I thought it was quite cool that Lloyd like came back after 10 years.
Oh, he did. He was
smashed everyone.
ripping.
Yeah.
He had his twinny. Greg Owen was sat on the left here at Fresh West, and they sort of weren't coming in. Vorney was on his shortboard, which looked like it just wasn't going in, like 1 foot crumbly on the short waves. And Lloyd sat on his his right, and he literally just grinded it out. He got like 3 waves in the whole heat and he won it.
The Welsh waves are really, really fun. If you ever go Wales for surfing, it's never like big, pumping, scary. It's just always fun, well-shaped waves. And then the crew are all good surfers. Like, I think Cornish people are frothy, but Welsh surfers will go out in absolutely anything.
Literally.
Pat, Logan, like...
Yeah. You see them grinding out 1 foot Atlantic at low tide.
Yeah, and they're just having it, aren't they? It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
I bet the competitions are pretty intense.
Yeah.
So that was on a different day. So you won the under-18s Welsh.
Under 16s.
Under 16s Welsh.
Because that day they just ran the under 16s down and the over 40s, over 50s.
I don't even think you've got over 40s and over 50s in England.
No, I think it's just simply because people like Mark Vaughan and Greg Owen want to still compete. It's great to see them out there.
I think we've got a Masters.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
What is that?
35?
35 and over or something.
Yeah, they've got 35 and over, 40 and over.
No,
Then recently they've added a 50 and over instead of an under 10s, which is a bit like. There's
Get
loads
the
of
kids in there, lads.
Yeah.
Come on.
there's loads of like
Over 50s, no one cares. What is it, a straight final?
yeah, there's loads of frothing Groms that have to enter the under 12s
Yeah.
because there are no other categories. It's still great they've added under 14s, under 12s because when I first did the Welsh I was 10 and I had to do the under 16s, under 18s because there were no other categories for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
that was-
growing at the end of the day, isn't
Yeah.
it? So it's all positive stuff.
Yeah, it was great to see so many Groms down there though.
Yeah.
They're also stoked to
Mate, there's
just
so
get in the
many good
water.
surfers. If you
Yeah.
think about the top Welsh surfers, I don't think. Well, I've said this before. Welsh surfing maybe doesn't have the depth of Cornish or UK surfing purely because of numbers, but the top
Yeah.
tier is level, if not better, than England.
100%.
Like you got Pat, you got Alice, you got you. That's like.
Logan.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like you could. There's an argument that Pat is the top UK surfer, male surfer at the moment. There's an
Oh, he
argument.
made the final of BoardMasters last year, didn't he?
Exactly,
So
and he's got. I think he got the highest in the Euros.
made the final of the
Yeah.
British like 4 years in a row or something. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
Alice is obviously top seed for UK as well. Are you British, chap?
Well, under 16 equivalent because it's Grom
Yeah.
Search, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you got Alice who's up there and she's got the highest QS ranking, and then you're like Grom Search champ, Welsh under 16 champ, British under 16 champ. So it's like the Welsh, and then you got Logan, you got Eli, Welsh champ who's 18. Like this-
Elliot, who's Welsh.
Yeah, he's ripping. There's so many. I mean, you
And
think
there's
of little kids.
little up and coming Groms. You got Monty Cole
Yeah.
from Swansea, Langland. He's ripping, and his friend Kat Rothgale. She recently won the under 14. No, she came second in the under 14s in the Welsh, and I believe she came third in the Grom Search. She's a little shredder.
How old is she?
She is 11, I believe.
So it's all going in the right direction. I think that I just think the whole thing, surfing is going in the right direction. But I did want to talk to you just because you're a competitor. And why didn't you do the Euros, by the way? Why did Welsh? No offence to there was no Welsh woman representative. Why not?
There was in the longboard, but
Yeah,
not in the
longboard,
open.
in the open, yeah.
So I couldn't do the Welsh because it was on the same day as the Grom Search, which was annoying. Like I really wanted to do the Welsh, you know. Always there aren't many UK comps,
No.
so I always want heat practice, you know. Just
Yeah,
be able to-
Nationals is a big one as well.
Yeah, as well. It's qualifying, isn't it, for whatever it is. So yeah, I couldn't do that. But we did watch it during the presentation of the Grom Search. And we saw Eli and Emily win the Open. And so, kind of reading between the lines, we're guessing that 3 people that qualified, Emily, Cyndia and Poppy, couldn't go to the Euros for whatever reason.
Do you get funded to go to the Euros?
Not really, there's like very little. There was one GoFundMe page up a couple of days before that probably didn't get much.
Do you think if you don't get a national governing body who gets the money or any sort of funding from like higher up in the sort of amateur sports scene. Do you think they should do like GoFundMe pages like start now so that you can definitely go next year?
I think they definitely should. And they've recently got some sponsorship from BCRS, Business Loans for the Welsh.
Yeah.
So they get a bit of money from them, but they could, like you can see Surf in England have built up a lot of funding for stuff like the Euros and the Worlds.
Yeah.
Whereas the Welsh really haven't. So if I'd had funding for that, if it was fully funded, totally would have gone. So they asked if I wanted to go because there was no one else really. But by then, that was like a day. We had like a day to decide, and that was like a week before the Euros. And by then, we'd already decided to book a holiday in France, like a surf holiday.
And that's kind of, I haven't spoken to your mum about it, it's kind of like a bit of practice down in France.
Yeah, because I've got the European finals there and the Grom Search. We were kind of just like, it's too late in the day, it's not funded. I'd love to go for the experience, but it's just can't really. And I've got years in the women's, so that was...
Too right. I don't know another sport, even like fringe sports, you know, where you don't, if you're at the absolute upper echelons of it at any age group, you're not funded well enough to go. And like even in golf, I can go and try and get in the Cornish team, and then I'm like funded to go all over the country for Cornwall. That's not even England. That's like you get kit, you get, you know, everything's sorted, you get put up in hotels to do these comps. It's just kind of mad that surfing doesn't have that dialed in. And then you got, so I would say Alice is like probably, maybe for someone your age, like if you're going to look up to what a professional surfer from the UK looks like, I'd say Alice, that's it right there. She's pretty dedicated to the sport.
Yeah, she does loads of training.
Always putting content out, like wherever she can. She's just got dropped for or she just left her major sponsor.
Whichever way around.
Whichever way around.
Who was it?
Ripco. What more do you have to do? What more, like, how much more professional can someone like Alice take it?
What was that, a changing contract or?
I don't want to talk without letting her speak, but I'm from outside looking in, they obviously didn't have the money to spend on Alice. Otherwise Alice would presumably still be with Ripco. Maybe in the next couple of weeks she comes out with a new head sponsor, maybe there was a deal under the table and then Ripco didn't want to match it. But usually when someone leaves a brand after a contract's up, it's because that brand can't support that athlete. And for whatever reason, whether it's no fault with Alice or it's, you know, the brands, I don't know, it's just you know, where is the money in surfing going? Where's it going? It's got, the sport itself maybe isn't the biggest it's ever been, but the actual surfing, people in the water, it's the biggest it's ever been by miles. And there's some stats from 2021, it's like, it's doubled in 10 years or something.
Since COVID came around, I think.
Yeah. Where's that money? Where's all that money? Why is Josie not getting to go to the Euros? Why isn't Alice getting her contracts renewed?
With the GB injection as well, with all that money, why isn't that going towards...
Yeah, they did have a junior squad for GB surfing that had 4 athletes from each nation. England, Wales, Scotland, Channel Islands. But that got scrapped a while ago. And that was like a sort of pathway to the performance pathway that's got all Pat and Alice on. So that was almost our way in. But now we've got to apply through like a website or something.
The criteria is not easy
and the criteria is hard. Like even some of the surfers on there don't quite meet the criteria.
No, they don't, which is, and like this is harsh because I know and like the people on the team, but when it comes to sport, I'm one of those people, like, it should be dog eat dog, it should be harsh, there should be tears, there should be blood, sweat, there should be all of these things
there should be drama.
Yeah, there should be some drama, there should be some, like, I want to see a couple of results don't come in for the what's it called? The squad. I can't think what it's called.
GB squad.
Yeah, like the high performance squad. Yeah. I feel like there should be a comp the next week fighting for their place with them in it. Because I don't disagree that they're where they should be, but I do have doubts in my mind that other people can take those spots. Hungrier people, people that are on what you'd call a momentum train.
Yeah, people go for ups and downs as well. Like why can't they pick the hottest surfers at the time rather than committing to these people for the whole yearly basis?
That's what we thought. They're not focusing on the juniors as well. How do they expect British surfing to grow and those juniors to be better when they're the age that those surfers are now?
Yeah.
If they're not having good coaching.
So I spoke to Luke Dillon about this. So obviously I'm really good friends with Luke, who makes boards, and we play golf and we surf together. We've got to get him back on for a podcast. But what he said to me is like, I don't pick the team, dude. I'm ahead. My job is to work with the athletes in the performance squad to make sure that they meet the criteria to get into next year. That's all his job is. So he is team, whoever's on the team, he's backing them. That's who's back. He's not choosing them. He goes out of his way to keep half an eye on everyone else, do training sessions, you know, he'll listen to everyone. But he says to me, he's like, if they want to get on this team, then win some shit, do some shit. That's how you're going to get on. That's like, it's not him like a backhand deal. He's got nothing to do with the selection. The process for them is we don't have anything in place for grassroots. We only have something in place for this middle tier. So we need everyone in grassroots, like the surf clubs, to organise more surf clubs. Surf in England,
yeah.
WSF,
So as soon as that junior squad was scrapped, they asked the home nation coaches, so for us it's Phil Sadler and Emily Williams, to carry on coaching those 4 surfers that they picked. But in the end, they've just coached the Welsh squad now. And we appreciate all their work, but we haven't actually had many training sessions this year. No. So for me, the only training I've had is a couple with Joel at the Wave down here, with Simon.
Which, just to be clear, you're paying for.
Yeah, that's not unpaid.
Yeah. So that's why, the little thing we can do is we've got access to good coaches down here. So that's why we want to do those coaching sessions with the team as much as we can. Yeah. That's why I've been badgering Luke this week to get BoardMasters training for you lot, but he's obviously got some stuff with the GB squad. But if he can, he will do it, and the 4th team will get coached. I think that when you look at statistics, the reason why there isn't many professional surfers that come from the UK isn't. And Wales is a good example of this. It's not because we haven't got the potential to do it, it's that we don't have the depth. And when you don't have depth, statistically, you're going to have less winners. Yeah. The percentages of people who make it might be the same as Australia and America.
Look at the Waves in America as well. But because they got so much funding and so much stability for those surfers.
They wake up and they've got a comp every weekend and it's against killers. So it would be obvious that you are then going to get more better surfers. Yeah. You're going to get them out of the better surfers. You're going to get more that think it's a good idea to go at it from a career. Then out of those people, you're going to get people who fit the role really well and make it.
For me, to have a comp every weekend would be like a dream, to compete against the best girls in England, Wales, would be amazing. But we just don't have that,
It's kind of a bit like a sort of a crime situation, isn't it? Where you follow the money and you kind of work out where the hiccup is. And I think
I've given a lot of. Sorry, I know I'm over talking about this because I feel real passionate about it. And I think before I've been like, we're doing everything wrong. And I think I've slightly changed my stance on it in terms of the money. Okay, so let's just say the money isn't there to click our fingers and get everything that we need straight away. But what are the little things that could be changed? And I'll tell you one that I really noticed. One was fighting for your place constantly on that GB squad, because it needs to be. You need to be wearing that with pride. You need to be walking around puffing your chest out like I'm on the GB squad. Yeah. In my opinion.
And work hard to get that.
And then you need to think every single day I can get closer to it. Not, I wonder if I get on. I hope I get on. I'm not sure how I get on. I want you to think that if I do well in the BoardMasters, I can get on. I'll get a private coaching lesson with their head coach and they're going to put me on a trial. I'm going to be in a heat situation over a weekend with all the other girls, and if I win it, I'm on the GB squad. Yeah.
Someone else gets knocked out, it's like a sort of cutthroat. If you're the best, you're the best.
Yeah, if you're the best, you're the best.
Well, I think that's good. I don't think you should feel necessarily comfortable if you're on there. You should feel like you deserve to be there. But
and feel like you've worked hard to get there.
If you feel comfortable, you might sort of relax into
it. I suppose on the financial side,
it's still hard for them financially, by the way.
And this is the point. I think in every other sport where you're competing, there is a line where you go, okay, now I'm a professional that doing that sport. You could be British champion and you're not a professional surfer. You're having to think, I've got to keep doing that, keep doing this, which means that you're always hedging your bets. You never at any point go I am now 100% professional surfer. This is going to be my life
well,
for the next 20 years, basically.
As soon as you've maybe won a national competition in your nation, you're sort of professional,
if
semi-professional.
you're representing in the Europeans and Worlds and everything as well, especially.
And the thing is that the challenge we have, I guess, in the UK, if you speak to the board shop, you look at what boards we kind of set. We probably do way more than say someone like Board Shop. 95% of their boards are not short boards. Like kind of, it's not competitive surfing that's driving sales. So there's no incentive for them to sponsor sort of like the competitive surf scene.
It's the aspirational side of surfing. It's the essence of why we all surf that sells the.
So, but then okay, so like Alice, what's her name?
Yes,
Sorry.
what I was going to say is that Alice, outside looking in, I thought she was always busy. Whether or not I thought her content was good is irrespective. Yeah. She always seemed to be putting out weekly content as a professional athlete. If she was representing my brand, I would say yes, she is doing a good job. If I was giving her, I don't know, 100 grand a year, I think I'd be more involved in what she was doing to be really, really good. Or I hate to be just calling her out just because we were talking about any athlete currently. And I think that's what you'll see at the top tier. When someone's getting a proper contract, they get proper support to be that athlete. Yeah. Lo and behold, they become the aspirational figure that would help sell surfing products. And the competitive scene doesn't feed into this. And this isn't a plug into our KO Surfing being the next big thing.
No, it's more
like we're going to build characters. Like what you'll see in our edit is Heath.
Yeah.
Heath is just like, he just shines through as this person who cares and this person who's trying, and he's got character, and you kind of you feel for him because he kind of did get robbed by us judges. You know, I'd love to know, by the way, what do you think in this edit? We're trying to get as much interaction with it as possible. Did Jago's wave get the score, or did Heath's wave get the score? You lot decide. Get Joe to put it in the edit now. Tell me what wave wins. If you could build those characters, then you don't have to like Josie because she wins comps. You could like Josie because she's dedicated to something and she's trying really hard at it, and it's an amazing life because of it.
And to that point, like people are buying into the lifestyle of, and like I think Alice is probably on like I think 17,000 followers, whereas someone like Sophie Hellier is like pushing on 50,000 followers, like kind of, and so that's 3 times as much traction and probably closer to the main commercial market. Like I guess young girls might aspire to Alice and what have you, but they're not the ones buying huge amounts of stuff basically. Where's the financial soul of UK competitive surfing?
At that stage, that's where you go, kids dreaming of what they want to do and then setting out and working really hard at it gets fed into by every other success from surfing, which it isn't now. Like that's what you see. So Alice, you know, trains really hard, does all this, does all that, probably wasn't getting paid anywhere near what she needed to do the comp. I bet she was funded heavily by her parents and gets dropped. But Ripka would, if she had a following of 400,000, probably put some.
And you look at all those like YouTube influencers that get paid to not even do much. You know, they're not even working that hard. They're just
apart from look good in an Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're getting paid. They got how many followers?
Yeah.
And then you look at someone like Alice, who's doing so much hard work behind the scenes as well as in front of a camera. And you're like, why is she not getting paid a lot just to do that, let alone get results?
It's a little bit broken, but I don't really blame anyone at the same time. I think that's the nature of surfing, and I think that the sport having less and less allure to selling product, essentially, the disconnect between the aspirational lifestyle of a surfer and then the competitive drive from a surfer as an athlete, why that balance is so skewed at the moment is, I always go back to it, but it's like no one watches pro surfing.
Yeah,
no,
but I mean, really. All the surfers I follow have at some point had that decision of whether they go pro surfing or not pro surfing. They were like, actually, it wasn't the lifestyle that they wanted. They didn't want to be a pro surfer, just committed to the tour, the grind of going through. And actually, the lifestyle they created for themselves, they still get to surf every day and live, and it looks way cooler than going down that route.
Like Mason Ho, who just goes surf, or Ben Gravy.
I would say, I mean, he's gone down that. Is he the guy with the?
He does the catch surf one, but I think he's probably the largest like YouTube.
Well, he's come from nothing as well.
See,
I could barely surf.
No, he's like a decent level surfer, but I don't think he's probably, and since he was a very young kid, probably ever had aspirations of being a pro. I thought Mason Ho was a really good example because I don't think Mason Ho is being like, sure, I'll do a comp, or fuck that, I'm not doing a comp. I don't think he's ever been against comps or tried and failed, or I mean, he's won comps.
Yeah, he did the Pipe Masters.
Yeah, he won it. Yeah, I mean, he's won the Eddie as well, I think.
And I saw his name was competing the other day, but primarily he's an amazingly entertaining surfer, and actually like has a lifestyle with the balance, like kind of people just like watching him, and that his energy is good.
Pro surfers talk about like the grind on tour. Like, remember Geordie Smith? What was the event before Fiji last year? It was.
That's what I said, guys.
Was it TT? I can't remember, but he talked about having to travel so long to go back to South Africa to see his family, and then all the way over to Fiji. And it was like 50 hours of travelling or something, and barely get to see their family.
And you sort of know if your sponsor's going to like be there the next year, or whether you're going to like.
And you think pro surfers should enjoy their life? You know, they just get to compete and surf in like the best surf spots in the world. But
especially having the balance with family and stuff. You see a lot of people drop off tour.
Any sport is tough, but surfing isn't even giving you the, like, you can say golf is tough, but they are making millions. Mid-tier golfers are making millions.
That's what I'm saying, not making any money. Like,
surfers aren't making any money as well, so like...
And you see some
and tennis as well. You get like, in Wimbledon, I think you got 60,000 for losing in the first round. So obviously you have to qualify.
Exactly.
But like, what? That's insane. And then surfers, in the tour you go out first round, you just go home, you know? It's like...
I think you do get paid on the tour.
But you can't sustain it. That's what the whole...
Unless you're winning.
I mean, that's why people gave up their challenger spots. It's like, I can't sustain it. So they're currently requiring sponsorship to follow it. So it's you can tell any competitive surfer's not doing it for the money, but as a result of being one of the best competitive surfers, arguably you are still getting money. But these are national figureheads at this point. You know, Gabby Medina and John Florence and Italo and people like the big earners. They're big earners for surfing. They're not
big earners.
They're not. Yeah, they're and you know even absolute national treasures like Gabriel Medina, who hangs out with blooming Neymar and all of that. They're, like, Neymar's get paid more a week or a month than Gabby will be getting for the whole year.
You know, when you win a comp after you've worked so hard to get there and you've gone through however many heats, it's that feeling which must drive them, you know, to keep on going.
And I think that every surfer that says they would try and grind on tour and realised it wasn't for them, just probably didn't have that as much as they needed to. Doesn't mean they're any worse. And I still
maybe they didn't want it as well.
Yeah,
you know?
I'd much rather watch a lot of free surfers than I would competitive.
How many comps are there in the surfing in a season?
What, in the CT?
Yeah.
Tahiti,
I think it's 10
Fiji.
or 12.
Oh, did I say
11th? The 11th is Fiji.
Yeah.
Which is obviously only 10 surfers.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen that they've changed the format, haven't they?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. I think what they're doing, like we're saying KO surfing is more interesting for people to watch ultimately. That would build characters in surfing ultimately. And I think what they're trying to do with CT is they're trying to get people to actually watch it, and those formats are more like it. But I still think that the KO surfing, the most watched sports in the world are team sports. The most watched individual sports are fighting. So just stop trying to be surfing and just go follow a system that is working and turn it into surfing. Don't try and change the whole thing. We want to see characters in surfing. The more personable we can make these superstars, essentially, the more money will go to them, the more they can kind of feed it down, the more aspirational it is for a kid to look up and go, right, G-Man's on the news because he's the European champion. I want to be European
Yeah, look
champion.
at all the Irish kids. They had a big welcome home for him.
Ireland's
And
coming.
oh my
Ireland
gosh.
is coming for sure. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. So I think another thing we could change is what I noticed in the Euros is first I called out the judging for being pretty whack on Lauren's team, which was definitely a bad play.
Yeah. I think that's the style of their judging though.
That's
They
what I was about
weren't
to say.
so much looking for speed, power, flow.
Yeah.
They were just looking top to bottom. Even if it was one turn, they didn't care.
This is what I was going to say, and I noticed that. So Stan looked like Stan made some absolutely lovely turns and then got rocked, and then you look at it and you go, actually they've been really consistent. Stan's turns and Alice's, they were lateral. Now, is that something to do with the training from GB or from whoever their coaches were there that didn't pick up on that hey, we need to go top to bottom here, and you're going lateral on these closeouts, you need to be smacking it way earlier and getting it up there? Or is there something wrong with the inherent mindset of competitive surfers in the UK because of the judging over here? Who might not know the difference or might
See
have
the
a
details
preference.
as
Yeah,
well,
just have a preference.
So say like in rugby, you play the ref. So like there are so many different like moments within the game. Say like the breakdown, where if you're in Southern Hemisphere or if you're different parts of Europe, the ref is going to play it completely different. And if you don't adjust to how the ref is penalising it or rewarding it, like within the first 15-20 minutes, you can literally play yourself out of the game.
I think it's the same in surfing. So
exactly that.
They're not going to give big airs in a pipe comp. What I'm saying is, did the UK guys get that in time? Because
actually they didn't play the judge. They didn't adjust to what the judge was doing.
And is that because since they were kids, they've been getting huge scores in comps for lateral surfing and you know, a million non-on-rail turns, and the judges go 7. And like, if you really break it down, so I really like Simon's training. I was on the rocks with Simon. Shout out Simon Hickey, because
super good training.
Yeah, because he's like, one thing I like about Simon is he will just say an obvious thing that some people in his position might find it hard to say. So like Kai, what's his name? Kai, so good. Kai, what's his name? Kai Cruikshank. Yeah. Such a sick little surfer. And he gets this wave, and I think he maybe didn't fully attack the first section, and then he did a nice turn, and then he gets to the end, and what he should have done is like a wrap and then roundhouse cutback, and he did like this little layback thing, and it was like cool. It was cool, but it was kind of dead because the section went there. He needed to build back round into the pocket.
Yeah, it wasn't in the pocket surfing, which is what the judges.
No, it was just like a little layback that would have felt really cool for a kid, and he's got it on lock, so he does it quite a lot. And Simon said, "Do you know why you didn't win the comp? Why Harvey won the comp? Because Harvey went backhand all the way to the top, pushed the fins out, and came down just one turn."
It's like Harley, sorry,
not Harvey. Yeah. Kai said he wasn't quite sure, so Simon explained to him. It's like, that turn feels good to you and it's really cool, but you've got to do that on the right section. If you don't, you're going to be downscored. But he did it in such a positive way. I'm even underselling that, because I would have thought the kid would have been like, oh my god, But then the kid, by the time Simon finished talking to him, he was frothing to go out and do it.
And that's what he does. It's like motivational criticism.
Yeah.
Criticism. That sounds weird,
but real.
Yeah.
It's not like, you surfed really well today. It's like, dude, that's cool, but you're not going to get points for it. So it's absolutely fine to do. If you want to score, if you want to maximise that wave, we scored you a 4 and you could have got 6.5 out of that wave. Easy. Yeah.
Like any other coach would have gone, oh yeah, that's really sick. Yeah.
Well, I don't have huge experience with coaches, because he's only ever coached with Simon and Luke Dillon, which I guess is quite good. Yeah, he's doing all right. But one thing I know is when I talk to Luke about surfing, I think I know surfing because I follow people's boards and I watch weight and I watch all of that. But clearly from judging, I'm questioning myself. But anyway, when Luke broke it down, after watching it twice, I just feel like I trust him. Does that make sense?
No, I do as well.
Yeah, we need to get Luke and Simon and maybe all the kids that went out in the Euros, or adults, or whoever, competitors that went out in the Euros, we need to get them to go and talk to the judges, come back to the country, say, look, this is what we need to score, this is what we need to start being really like diligent with these things. And that's something we could do without any extra money coming into
the
comp.
And also, you look at the conditions of that particular wave. Like the Euros is heavy, isn't it? It's a heavy closeout, so they wanted to see good turns on that heavy closeout. And on the CT, they give a judging criteria, don't they? At pipe, they want deep barrels. At Portugal, they want huge one turn and like deep barrels. At LSL, they kind of preferred rail-to-rail surfing, didn't they?
Because that's where I was going to go, because again, my expertise is in
trestles, because it's like, it opens the scores up to loads of different styles. It's such a fun competition.
That controversial Griff and Toledo heat as well. Trestles, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I like the controversies. When it's like you're just opening up the subjectivity rather than poor judging. I mean, I've seen some poor judging, but I feel like when I really look back at poor judging calls that I've been like, that's well shit cool, I'm like, actually I kind of get it now. It's flipping hard, and you do have to, like, for all of the training you'll get as a coach and the understanding of the criteria on the day, there's always going to be a point where you're like, yeah, but I just prefer that. It's just a weird one.
Do you get much dialogue with the judges or direction other outside of the CT? So like when you go to competition,
CT will send a note out every day of the contest going, we're looking for this today.
They say judging criteria, and then it's
like judges' notes, they'll do it every day. But we don't get that at all.
No, not here.
That would be cool, and that's something that wouldn't cost any money.
Even just for a competition, send it on Friday before the comp starts. This weekend we're going to be looking for this.
Well, at this beach as well, because it's specific to conditions.
Yeah. How about this weekend at, I don't know if they can do it for BoardMasters, but this weekend in the BoardMasters, we're going to talk to Luke Dillon, for the juniors I'm talking about, Luke Dillon, Pat and Stan, and then head judge who went to the Euros to represent whoever. And we're going to try and implement the European judging style at this competition, which was bang, vertical.
How many judges are there for BoardMasters?
A lot.
There's a lot.
So before every single game, we'd always have a meeting with ref, even from amateur level all the way up to when you're like club level, and the ref gives you then, so this is what I'm looking at, this is what I want for, briefing for like every single game basically, so you kind of know what to expect, and it's like,
well, that's kind of what the WSL do.
So, but surely that should be available at every single level of surfing. What they're looking for changes relative to the conditions on the day as well, so it's like, okay, it's going to be small, so this is what we're going to be targeting from a judging point of view, you then know. And it's kind of...
I definitely think that...
It's almost like you've got to get inside the mind of the judges.
Completely.
It's a lot easier when they're telling you rather than you guessing
what they're thinking. And it's not cheating if everybody knows.
Right, should we wrap it up?
Edit that shit.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Peace.
Just before we go, quickly, videos out this week. KO Surfing is now live. The first heat we've put out on a proper edit, so go watch that. Give us some feedback, please. We want to do anything we can to help promote surfing, even if it's just a bit of fun. Never goes anywhere. So promote the characters in surfing and get content like that going. We're all for it, so more on that to come. Joan's edit, Samporna, is on our channel. It's also playing on the Carve website. It's getting really good traction, so go and watch that. That's over on our channel right now. And this week it's the BoardMasters in Newquay. It's the biggest surf comp of the year. It's also a music festival, and we've got media passes, so we're going to do some content. What should we film? We were thinking behind the scenes from surfing perspective, but if there's anything you guys think is a good idea, we're up for it. We've got no plans. We're just going to go and film and surf and maybe have.
Well, you're going to point the camera at everyone's face.
Yes.
And we're going to go and surf.
Just win, in the final. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully, Joan wins the Open, and you're only in the juniors.
Yeah.
Next year, you can do the Open.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so we got Eli's first year out of the juniors, and he won the Welsh Open, and now he's coming in with tons of confidence. He actually, his first surf in Cornwall, he drove from Wales, got out of the car, came and Fistral and just smoked everyone at Fistral.
Yeah, he won the heat, didn't he?
He did. He's on form. Just always got that little cheeky smile, wouldn't he? I feel like he gets the format. I think
his head's in a good space as well.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm looking, hopefully he gets a few heats under his belt. Logan Nicol, just nicest guy ever, powerhouse, absolute ripper. If he can get on a roll, he's going to be dangerous as well.
Hopefully the other British guys will pull him on and make him want to smoke him.
Yeah, we need to make him angry in heats.
Yeah. Well, you need to get him crossed before it's heat.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try and get Logan crossed.
You don't need to try.
Imagine if he just punches someone. Like, oh yes! Shout out to all the other Brits in the BoardMasters. Got Lucas Skinner defending the title, back looking as good as ever. I think you're going to have to pry it out his hands this year, to be honest. So good luck to everyone, and we will see you next week. Bye, cheers, Josie, as well. Thanks for
having me.
Sitting there.